Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. On the bench today, we have the KLEIN Tools ET600 insulation tester / multimeter. And on the right, we have KANE insulation tester / multimeter. Most of you may not be familiar with the KANE brand, but KANE is a division of UEI. You may not know, or you may not own any of UEI test tools, but they've been around for a good while. Like I think 1967 they started out. But UEI, they market a lot of their tools, test instrument, toward the HVAC technician industry. But KANE is a division of, they're some kind of way in partnership with UEI. And we'll get into that a little bit later, but I want to tell you some more about boat meters. And I want to send a shout out to one of my viewers who sent in a comment, and I'll just tell you about that in a second. But before we do that, let me ask for your support, guys. Help the channel to grow, and it's for free. You can do that right now while you watch the video. You can hit that subscribe button, and you can hit that notification bell right next to it, and just click all. And what that does, it just notifies you to let you know when I do upload a new video. Also, you can post a comment, ask a question if you like. You hit that like button, or you can share the video to someone else, send it to someone else who you think may enjoy it also. So I want to thank you guys for if this is your first time, I want to thank you for stopping by. If you've been with the channel a while, I want to thank you for your continued support. Okay, so let me tell you about the what's going on here with these two instruments. But first, let me just tell you, since we have this, let me tell you about my viewer, Paul B. Paul B is HVAC tech from Oregon, and he sent the comment in saying that he once ran into the son of the founder of UEI Instruments. It was a few years back, I guess, but and who had since sold the company, the UEI company, and he started TPI. I mean, you go figure that. But I always looked at TPI, and I always looked at UEI Instruments, and there was a lot of things that were similar. So I always kind of figured that either they go into the same, like a #1 manufacturer, and buying their tools from the same place, and just putting their, like they do nowadays, put their own name on it, like rebrand. That's what I was thinking. But I knew something was familiar about the two companies. So I want to send a shout out to Paul B for sending that in, because I didn't know that. Now that confirms that what I was thinking all along was true. Now I'll give you something else what I've learned. As I was doing some research on the computer like 2 days ago, and I'd stumbled across some information about KLEIN tools that had been out since 2010, and something else I just noticed about KLEIN tools that confirmed that I was on the right path with that. Let me just get it right here. It said that hold on, let me just get it so I make sure I'm telling you right. For you guys who did not know, I'm just finding it out. I didn't know, this is the paper right here, KLEIN Tools and UEI Instruments partnered together. And this happened in, see the date? December the 16th, 2010. Now, that's when KLEIN first started coming out with their, well, around that time, I guess they started coming out with their test instrument line. But a long time ago, when KLEIN first started coming out with their instruments, I always thought that they was rebranding a lot of Mastech. Some of you probably never heard of Mastech, but Mastech is like it's a mediocre, I'm not gonna say mediocre company, but I don't have any of their instruments. I don't even plan on buying anything by Mastech. But Mastech is one of those companies I think is like a third overseas companies. They still allow, to me, I think the instruments are very cheap. Some of you may differ from that, but I do think they're cheap. But I thought KLEIN had those people rebranding tools for them. That still hadn't been confirmed yet, but if you looked at KLEIN earlier versions of their test instruments and look at Mastech's, you will see the that they're the same. So I didn't know that KLEIN was in partnership with UEI. So that explains it. Even before I found this out about the partnership with KLEIN and UEI, I've always said that KLEIN must be getting their tools from UEI because it looked like UEI tools. In fact, you can look at this one, and this tool here is an exact replica. I would say a clone of UEI. This KANE is a clone of UEI's test instrument that they have on the market right now. So you kind of look at these two and see the familiar details of both of them, just a little, but I was right about that. When I saw that, I say, look like they must be with UEI, and that has been confirmed also. And they say that this happened 2016. Yep. 2016. No, I'm sorry, January 2011. Okay, and and I've seen something again today. I have to go back and read it, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it was in the Electrical Contractors magazine. I think since then, I think KLEIN had they've bought more shares of UEI, so I think they 100% own UEI, I believe now. So, don't quote me on that. You guys may have to look it up yourselves, but I saw something like that. Maybe I looked at it wrong, but it wouldn't surprise me because companies nowadays, why be, if a big company like KLEIN, they can UEI, even though that's it's a pretty successful company, I guess, because they've been on the market a while. KLEIN probably could swallow them up because KLEIN been doing a lot of great business lately for the stuff that they're putting on the market. Now, I want to get into telling you about these two instruments. The KLEIN right now on Amazon, this KLEIN goes for $165. It's packed with a whole bunch of usable functions right now, and the KANE, it goes for, I think it was like $215 with test T equipment, $215. But maybe $215, $220. I can't remember exactly what I paid for this one, but it was something like that. It wasn't with shipping and handling, came up to like almost $230, something like that. But it still ain't bad. But I'm gonna go into the details, the specifications about both of these meters, and if you're interested in them, maybe this will help you decide. So let me just turn them back on again, because they've been on some time for a while now, and that's why they turned off. Okay, and I'll just turn the backlight on for you. Okay, and we're going to start with the KLEIN, and I'll just while we're at it, I'm talking about the two. I'll just zoom in just a little bit closer to let you guys pair up what's around the dial on each one of them. That way you can give you guys a good look at what's on both of them. You can kind of take a side-by-side comparison as I'm talking. Okay, the KLEIN insulation resistant tester, model number ET600. It said, according to this user manual, they say it's a voltage tester, and it has an insulation resistance up to 4,000 mega ohms at 125 volts, at 250 volts, 500 volts, and 1,000 volts DC. It's a mega ohm meter with test and lock buttons for simple insulation testing. They say it has a warning alarm and a high voltage icon for detection of voltage. voltage, and it measures up to 1,000 volts AC and DC resistance and continuity. Okay, it's automatic ranging, it's true RMS, and has a backlight display with bar graph, auto power off, has high voltage, min max, and hold icons, has a low battery indicator with easily replaceable batteries and fuse, has a built-in stand and optional magnetic hanger for hands-free operation, test verification of conformality, okay, to EN 61557. It says Cat 4 rated 600 volts and the Cat 3 rated 1,000 volts safety rating. Also, it says it has the material that is made out of polycarbonate electrical components. It takes 6 AA batteries. It has a 4,000 count LCD display where the color, it says orange and black. The functions are insulation resistance, voltage, AC/DC resistance, and continuity. And the test voltages are 125, 250 volts, 500 volts, 1,000 volts DC. Now let me move over to the KANE, and I will tell you about this one, and then I'll just tell you my opinion with both of them. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. The KANE, the 600 volts AC/DC insulation tester, insulation resistance tester. It said the functions are insulation resistance up to 20.0 giga ohms, 600 volts AC/DC, earthbound resistance 20 kilo ohms, has continuity. It has PI, let me just draw back some so you guys can see. The features, it has a polarization index test as well as a DAR test, has hold, test, has test lead holders in the boot in the back, zero reading, lock reading, compare reading, rotary dial selector, protective rubber boot, auto power off, backlit display, work light. You see the work light at the top up here. You can see on my, you can't see, but that's it. You see, you kind of see the work light up here. There's a work light, and they say test leader holder, remote probe. They do have a remote probe that goes with this, and they have 1 year limited warranty. And again, I say this meter runs for about $250 to shipping and handling. Now, some of the specifications, they say it's 600 volts. Resolution would be 0.1 volt. And that's the AC/DC voltage. The earthbound resistance measurement, they say at 20,000 ohms, you get 0.01 ohm. 200 ohms, you get 200.0 ohms, you get 0.1 ohm. Okay, and that's okay. Oh, the first one had it wrong. They had 20 ohms. Sorry, for 0.01 ohms. The next one would be 20,000 ohms, 1 ohm. Okay, and 20,000 kilo ohms would be 0.01 kilo ohm. Continuity range is 400 ohms. Insulation resistance, we know what that is. It has 100 volts, 250 volts, 500 volts and 1,000 volts. It said what comes with this is a silicone test leads with alligator clips, red and black, insulation test probe, alligator clips, red and black, soft carrying case, batteries, 4 AA batteries, and a manual. Now both of them have some nice test leads. I must say that both of them have really nice backlights. Both of them are built solid. I'm telling you, both of them are built solid. But the KANE, you get the remote probe. The KLEIN doesn't have that. If the KLEIN did have that, it'd be a top of the line meter. I mean, because it's a top of the line meter tester without it. But if they just would have added that, it would have been the top of the game. The backlight is awesome. The build quality on the KLEIN is awesome. As far as the accuracy is spot on, and the features, everything. Now I don't see it. It doesn't have the PI DAR test. You could lock. You could manually lock the mode. Lock the test and just watch your watch the time yourself to do either PI or DAR test. But the KANE, it does has that feature. Now the KANE it has basically the same features as the KLEIN, except let me see. Yeah, the same features as the KLEIN, because I'm looking at 0 here. KLEIN have it at 0 min max, so both of them have the same feature. The only difference between the two that I'm looking at is the KANE has a remote probe. The KLEIN doesn't have one. But pound for pound, both of them are very, very nice test instruments. You cannot go wrong with either or, but for the price, the KLEIN wins at $165. But if you just need that needed with the use of that remote probe, well, get the KANE. You can't beat that price, because nowadays, and I truly believe that it will hold its own against any other meter on that's out there. I haven't had any issues with either of them to this day. No kind of issue, not even a slight issue. And it's just overall a nice test instrument. Let me turn this backlight on. I really have to look and see if there's something in here that says if I can change the time as far as how long the backlight stays on, because it don't stay on long at all. But the screen is really clear. It's just like you see the KANE. The KANE gives you more of a white backlight than the KLEIN. The KLEIN is a little bluish, but it's clear. Nice large numeric digits, and the KANE also. But very nice, very nice. And keep in mind, if you buy the KANE, it's just like you're buying the UEI. It's the exact test instrument. It's just a different color. And let me see what else I can tell you about it. So it comes with one alligator clip like this one, and the remote probe. I had it. Let me get that for you right quick. Oh, and these are the test leads that come with the KANE. Very nice test leads, made of that they really feel rubbery silicone, and it has a nice bag that comes with it. A very nice bag. This is the bag that the KANE comes with. A nice Cador bag, and this is the remote probe that comes with the KANE. The KLEIN comes with. Let me get this. It comes with these types of like croc clips or alligator clips or whatever you want to call them, and these are not bad either. But if I had to choose between the two, I would take the KANE, and even the test leads don't feel bad at all. Now I do have some test leads that come with the KLEIN, but I have them on my other meter, so I don't have them with me. But they are pretty nice too. This is the bag that comes with the KLEIN, and this is a real nice bag also. So, but for that price, you're getting more with the KLEIN, more bang for the buck with the KLEIN than you are with the KANE if you compare the two. Now, with the KANE, with all you get with the KANE instrument, you're getting a whole bunch of stuff also. Let me see, they don't have any other features I can really tell you about other than what I've told you. So, let me see. That's about it. Model number, I forgot to tell you the model number of the KANE. It's the KANE 803. They have another version of the KANE. I think it's like 815, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But there's another model of the KANE. The KLEIN, they only have one model that it came out of their installation tester. But overall, guys, this is the really these two are really nice instruments, very nice instruments. So, not to hold you any longer, I want to thank you for letting me hold your time, and I'm asked that you meet me back here for the next video. I want to send that shout out to Paul B for sending that comment in. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.